And who better to talk about this than Al Pefley? You've been covering this story. We got our hands on this video yesterday. What really stuck out to you about it?
The thing that stuck out the most to me, I think, was the fact that the SWAT team members were 20 to 30 feet away from this room where this guy was hanging out. All they could see from time to time was his hand holding a large knife. So he would reach his hand out into the hallway, wave this knife around, and then pull his hand back in. But he wouldn't come out of the room. So anyway, they're 20 to 30 feet down the hallway from him. And at one point after negotiations failed, they decided we got to get him out of there. So they used this 40 millimeter weapon. And of course we asked, what is that?
Right, yeah.
And the sheriff said it's a non-lethal gun that fires this rubber bullet, so to speak. And there you see a picture of it on the screen. I touched that bullet. It's made of very, very hard foam rubber.
Wow.
It's not as hard as a hockey puck. You can imagine being hit with something like a hockey puck. This thing is softer than that, but the sheriff said if it strikes you, it causes a lot of shock to the body and inflicts a lot of pain. So when this officer fired that 40 millimeter round from 20 or 30 feet away, he was such a good shot that he hit this guy in the hand.
Wow.
And that impressed me the most. I asked the sheriff, what do you think of that? He said, that shot was phenomenal. That's what he said. And it hit the guy so hard that it broke his wrist.
Wow.
He drops the knife, and then they were able to run in there and grab him. That's not shown on the camera, but they said this guy was a threat to others. They had spent about 90 minutes trying to negotiate with him. They apparently contacted one of his loved ones and had this loved one either on the phone or in person there. I'm not sure which. They didn't really say. But anyway, the loved one was also unable to get him to surrender. Right. So they realized we got to stop this now, and that's how they ended the situation.
I can't get past the fact that okay, so do you know if it took more than one shot to hit him in the wrist, or was it one shot and that's how good this guy is?
I believe it was one shot.
Wow.
Wow.
The sheriff said, you know, our SWAT team members are thinkers. That's the term he used. He said they're thinkers, and they're looking for a way to settle this situation, resolve it without anybody getting hurt, because their last option, of course, is to shoot someone and kill them. He said, we don't want to do that. We want to end this without a loss of life. So that's how they did it. I should also point out that the sheriff said they also fired tear gas into that room. They had fired some other sort of projectile in there, and he would not give up. They stunned him with a taser several times.
Wow.
It didn't have the effect that they would imagine, so that's what led them to do this incident with the rubber bullet.
Wow.
Incredible.
What'd you find out about the robbery attempt itself? Because it's sort of odd for him to walk in with a big knife and then walk out and not really steal anything.
Well, what I know about that is he went into the bank armed, as you said, with this large knife, and he went up to a loan officer and said, I need money right now. And apparently the loan officer didn't have any money, of course. So then he walks over to a teller, asks the teller, demands money from the teller. The teller apparently didn't have any money or was being, somewhat slow in providing the money. This guy then looks out the front door of the bank and noticed that a couple of deputies were out there in a routine patrol, just driving by, I believe, in a squad car. And he noticed that and thought, okay, they're here now looking for me. So he ran out of this bank, and they tracked him down at a boarding house about half a mile from the bank where he lives.
Wow.
And that's where that incident occurred when they shot him with this rubber bullet.
Wow.
And now he's behind bars.
Now he's behind bars.
Yeah. Al Pefley joining us on the couch for the very first time. We really appreciate you being here with us.
Fun to be here. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Al.